So what we've got today is quickly just a quick run over on the OnePlus 3, as it's the only phone I've got in my hand at the moment, and I wanted to sort of go through my experience with it since I got it, which was around the launch date. So a little bit of background: I got the OnePlus 3 for free from OnePlus after doing their peer review program. I was one of 30 people in the world to get the phone sent to us before obviously people got their hands on it. Consumers like yourselves got your hands on it through purchasing the phone. We had to do a couple of different sections on peer reviews on the OnePlus website, and then after we did those reviews, we got told actually if you've kept your side of the bargain, you can keep the phone, which is fantastic. Which has sort of led what sort of into me sort of starting this channel and doing this sort of stuff, because I enjoyed doing it. So that's good. So obviously I'll stick a link underneath to the peer review stuff that I wrote. So that'll be there for you to read if you want to go back through it. But obviously I've had the phone for quite a bit longer now since writing that, so I thought I'd quickly go through OnePlus 3 with you guys, answer any questions, queries, comments, concerns you've got with it, and take you through the basics and my experience over the past month, 2 months now, is it? I'm not sure, I can't remember. Right, so the OnePlus 3, if you didn't already know, is a sort of a full metal design. You can now get it in the gold and white as well. This is the sort of the silver space grey type black with the black front and the sort of silver aluminium back. The camera does have a bump, which is a little bit frustrating. Let's just go around the side of the device to give you all the information on the ports and stuff. So that on the bottom here, you've got the 3.5mm jack. You've also got a USB-C charger, PC connector. For your speaker grill, just one speaker grill on the phone, so it's not it's not like a HTC or something with massively amazing audio. On the sort of the right hand side, left hand side, right hand side. The side, you've got the power button and the SIM tray slot. You can put 2 SIM cards in the phone, and during my peer review process, I did have 2 SIM cards in there. I had my 3 UK main network contract SIM and my brother's spare Vodafone contract SIM in there. I'll talk a little bit about that later on. What you've got on this side here as well is you've got the volume rocker, and then the notification slider, which is something that's fairly unique on Android phones to OnePlus. It sticks your phone into sort of VIP notifications, all notifications, or no notifications, depending on what sort of setting of the slider you have it on. On the front of the phone, all you've got is the nice lovely big screen and the lightning fast fingerprint sensor. As you can see there, it's extremely fast, literally. Every time guys, seriously. Not had an issue yet with this fingerprint sensor. It's absolutely superb. So yeah, let's go just sort of diving into the phone. Let's come a little bit closer to you, make it a little bit more intimate. So we've got the phone, which you can see your beautiful sort of normal Android sort of experience. It's very stock sort of vanilla Android. It's Oxygen OS, which again is developed by OnePlus. There's not a lot special about it. I'll sort of quickly go through it. It does have double tap to wake. I don't use it though, because the fingerprint sensor so incredibly fast. Look at that, guys. Look, seriously. Once again. Whoa! Let's try a different finger. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Whoa! It's open. It's genuinely it's the best fingerprint sensor on a smartphone I've come across to date. It's genuinely amazing. The 2 sort of things that have really impressed me about the phone: 1, the fingerprint sensor. 2, the charging. Whereas the battery on the OnePlus 3 is standard to say the least 3000 milliamp. Is it 3000 milliamp? I think it's a 3000 milliamp. I can't remember. You can search that on GSM Arena or on OnePlus's website, whatever. But it's fairly standard. If you're a fairly heavy user like myself, it's not going to get you through a full day. However, 30 minutes charging, over 60% battery. You can charge the phone from sort of 5-10% to full in about 40, 45, 50 minutes. It's incredibly fast. What that is dash charging. It's unique to OnePlus. Unlike other fast charging units, the charger is really chunky, all of the sort of the technology for the dash charge is in that charger instead of sort of in the phone and in the cable. So the phone doesn't get hot when you're charging it. The charger plug, as far as from my experience, doesn't get very hot either. But it charges the phone lightning fast, like incredibly quickly. So if I it's effectively changed my charging habits. Before I had a Galaxy Note 5, which was amazing. The charging was reasonably fast, but I was still having to charge it overnight. Otherwise, I'd wake up and I wouldn't have time to charge it full before going to work or going out for the day. With the OnePlus, I could literally wake up, have the phone. Oh, it's dead. Oh, what am I going to do? Oh no, I'll stick it on charge while I'm going to have a shower or go to have my breakfast. Come back, bam, 100%. That's right. Genuinely immense. So, if we go into the sort of the launcher, I have got it as a sort of a stock launcher. However, I have got obviously a Team Mystic Pokemon Go background, and then a unique icon pack. But I've kept it sort of standard OnePlus launcher. Very sort of standard. You know, you got your Android sort of screen. Boop-a-doo. Your customizable. Obviously, with the OnePlus, you've got the choice of either having the off-screen keys or the on-screen keys. You can change that in your settings. I've kept them off-screen because otherwise you're effectively wasting screen retails from what I can sort of see. Standard sort of notification drop-down menu. So you pop into your settings. Standard sort of settings. I have got this in dark mode, by the way, guys. Just to help me save some battery. I'm not going to take you through the entire phone because there's people out there, there's loads of YouTube videos about that. But I just want to talk about my general experience with it. So, from when I wake up, stick on charge, go have a shower, eat a breakfast, bam, come back up, fully charged, lovely, ready to go. If it's a standard work day, I work in mobile retail, so I go to work, help you guys out, sell you guys phones, that sort of stuff. I'll get home, I'll probably have, depending on the heaviness of the day, if you guys have been coming and seen me a lot, then I'll have about 40% battery left. If you haven't come to see me a lot and I've not had a great deal to do, I'll probably burn my phone a bit more, and I'll probably have about 20-25% battery left. Just enough to get home, stick it on charge again, or if I was living further away from home, I'd probably get an in-car charger, probably the Dash one, and charge it fully again. Not an issue. On a non-work day, I'm probably out and about with the kids, snapping pictures all the time. Excellent camera, really like the camera on it. Took a lot of photos recently, about two weeks ago. We had our third child, so snappy all the time. Taking lots and lots of pictures. Great internal memory, 64 gig internal memory, so I can sort of store a lot of photos and videos. I've not hit the storage yet, although I don't listen to music. I'm not a big music fan. That's wrong. I like music. I like listening to music. I sing a lot, but I don't carry it around me. If it's on the radio, I'll sing. I'll listen to it. Effectively, I'm not a hardcore fan. But the 64 gig memory is ample enough for me. You can't expand it, so if you did need more, you'd probably need to look at a bigger phone. I've lost my train of thought, guys. Bear with me. Lots of photos. Camera's pretty fantastic. It's not the best low light camera, but if you've got a decent amount of light, so this sort of level of room in now, or a little bit lower, you'll get some decent photos on it. We'll see what I've got in my gallery. Ooh, gallery. Sort of. Ooh. Yeah, newborn, fairly decent pictures. You're not gonna sort of cry about the quality there, are you? Oh, this is where I was taking a bunch of batch photos of my other daughter. But yeah, really good for great for parents. Also pretty decent for sort of people that enjoy photography, because you can go in there and you can change all the settings to manual and play around with it and do I just leave it on auto. What else do I like about the phone? What don't you like about the OnePlus? Sorry. Number one, the battery life. It's not great. It's not great. It's not fantastic. It could have been better. They could have made it better. Obviously, they shifted the focus to the dash charging, so you can charge it really quickly. but they could have quite easily made the battery a lot better on the phone. Yeah, battery's not hugely fantastic, especially if you want to, if you went out and playing a battery heavy game such as Pokemon Go. You probably only need a battery bank. However, again, with the dash charge, what I've been doing when I've been playing it, hour ago, I've got a couple of walks that I do round the town. Oh, low battery, pop in, charge for 10, charge for sort of 50 minutes while watching some TV or tidying the house, making food, blah blah. Fully 100%, back out again. So it's sort of easy to get around. So it's a minor issue. It's a minor issue. What else I don't like about it? There's nothing I don't really like about this phone. This phone is a very good phone. I do seem to have a bit of an issue with internet signal. I'm not entirely sure whether that is the network or the phone. Basically, if I lose internet connection on the phone in an area that I know I'm going to lose internet connection, therefore I'm going to lose it. Like there's a local game around the corner. If I walk into that local game, I know there's no internet connection in that shop. However, as soon as I walk out that shop, for me, I expect my internet to pop back up because I know it should. However, it can take in the maximum, it can take 5 or 10 minutes of walking around or me restarting the phone for it to kick back in. Android Wear compatibility, obviously I've got the Motorola 2nd gen on at the moment. I've also used this with the Motorola 1st gen, which I sold and got this one recently. Had the same issue with both. 2 issues mainly. One of them's an issue that could be resolved quite quickly. The notifications stop syncing every so often. I've not had that with another phone before. I was using a Note 5 before that and an LG G4 before that, and not had an issue with either of those phones with that. So every couple of days notifications will stop syncing. I will need to restart the phone. The other issue is the fact that using the Android Wear device combined with the OnePlus alert switcher is a little bit frustrating, because actually I don't use the alert switcher because I have Android Wear. It's almost pointless. I like it and I like feeling it. Listen to this. Ooh, nice little scratching. Yes, it's very, very good. I like doing that. However, sticking the phone in like no notifications also sticks my watch in no notifications, which is incredibly frustrating. Just because I don't want this sounding off doesn't mean I don't want silent notification of being able to go. That needs to be fixed. I think that's a software issue. I'm sure OnePlus could resolve that with a very quick update. Minor things. I mean, obviously I had a OnePlus One originally with OnePlus, and that was a fantastic phone. That was a really sort of groundbreaking phone for the price. OnePlus 2, OnePlus X, not so much. Let's be honest, they didn't do great with those. OnePlus 3 is OnePlus back at the top of its game. Hopefully it can stay there, and hopefully they can come back out with a device that just improves upon this one next year, because if they do that, once again, I will be buying it. It's an extremely solid device. It feels great in your hand. It's the right size. For me, I like a big phone, but actually this doesn't feel like a big phone. Comparing it with my Note 5 when I had both at the same time, this one was smaller because of the bezels and the actual sort of form factor of the phone. You can see that it's actually sort of rounded around the edges. It's simple, it's easy to use, there's nothing major. There's a couple of little bits that they're stuck in with Oxygen OS, which I just don't use. It's an all-round good phone. If I was to give it like a mark out of, let's give it a mark out of 5, I'd probably give it a 4 out of 5. And that's saying something. I'd be giving it 4 out of 5 for a 4 out of 5 for a £324 phone, £329 phone, I think it is now. I can't remember. It was 309 or something when it first came out, but because of Brexit and taxes and all that sort of stuff, it's gone up. Fantastic. Thanks, UK. But yeah, no, it's top spec phone, very, very small price. If you look at the sort of the price of other phones from major manufacturers such as Samsung, HTC, Sony, LG, Motorola, for that price, you ain't going to get anything near this. It's fantastic. You may have watched this video now and gone, I've learned absolutely nothing new, thanks Johnny, I'm not going to subscribe to you. However, this was completely unscripted, and I thought, let's talk about the OnePlus 3 for a bit and see what happens. I've now realised I don't really have a lot to talk about it because it's such a good phone and there's not a great deal to take away from it. It's not a 4K screen, it's not anything, it's not an Ultra HD screen, all that sort of stuff. The screen's perfectly good enough. I watch TV on it, I play games on it. I have no issues with the screen. People moan about the screen. Shut up. It just feels too good. Oh, going back to the dual SIM cards, back when I was doing the peer review and I was moaning about the actual Apple even more than I moaned about in this video, I was using dual SIM cards. When the peer review finished and I was told I was keeping the phone, I took my brother's phone SIM card out, because obviously I don't need it. I did give his number to a bunch of people. As when I did that, obviously I was just using the single SIM card slot for 3 UK, and the battery life did improve slightly. So that is something to be aware of if you are using it as a dual SIM card on a more daily basis than I was, and actually using it to make calls and that sort of stuff. Your battery life might not be as good as me, which isn't great. Saying that, I'm still saying that. I'm still getting about, on an average day, 3 to 3.5 hours of screen on time. If you're a big screen on time fan, 3 to 3.5 hours of full screen on time. I've seen people on forums and Reddit and that sort of stuff that are getting 4.5, 5, 6 plus hours. I have no idea how they're doing that. Not a clue. Not a clue. Anyway, goodbye. If you like the video, if you didn't like the video, subscribe. If you like the video, share it with your friends. If you didn't like it, still subscribe, but don't share it maybe. There will be more. I will be getting new phones over the coming months, and I will actually do proper reviews and that sort of stuff instead of just randomly talking to you at the camera. But because I'd already done the peer review, I didn't really feel we needed to do something like this properly. Lots of accessory reviews coming, a couple bits of gaming. We've now sort of rebranded the page a little bit, and there will hopefully be a blogging coming soon. Keep your eyes out for that. See you next time.